Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance in a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The PVMHS Chorus and Chorale, conducted by Mr. Simmons, will now perform the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Family, friends, faculty, and graduates, good afternoon and welcome to the graduation of the PVMHS Class of 2017. Graduates, over the past year, we have heard the same line repeatedly, and that is, can you believe that you're graduating? It comes up every time you see your friends' parents and at every family occasion. And of course, naturally, we all respond the same. I know, it's crazy. The time has just flown by. So I kept on getting asked this question, and by the 20th time a family member asked me this, I stopped saying the same answer I always did just out of habit. And I thought. I looked back up at them and I responded, actually, yes, I can believe it. And not only can I believe it, but I know it and I'm ready for it. And each and every one of you should know it, should believe it, and should be ready for it too. Because graduating does not mean that we are leaving a piece of ourselves behind. It means we are progressing. Graduating means that we are going beyond PVMHS walls in ways that you cannot even imagine yet. I have not met any other students who are more driven, more dedicated, or more accepting than this class, and I am honored that I have been able to spend the past 4 years of my life with you all. There are two incredibly important qualities that this class encompasses, and those qualities are unity and ambition. Let's begin with unity, shall we? Throughout the past year, our nation has been polarized. It seems as if there's a path to the right, a path to the left, and no one dares to walk down the middle road. But this class takes a hand from the right, a hand from the left, and joins two students of differing values, opinions, and ideas, and together they walk down the middle ground. Sitting before us is a group of graduates who are not combative when controversial subjects arise, but open themselves up to discussion. They listen to others' thoughts and express their own opinions with courtesy. This class does not act in isolated groups, but in unison. We stand together as one in the same space. I am immensely proud to say that throughout my 4 years, I have not only seen a class of tolerance and acceptance. We understand the value of one another, and we know that standing with each other is 1,000,000 times more powerful than standing apart. Not only does this class signify unity, but also brings forth determination and initiative like no class has ever done before. We are the class of individuals who are not afraid to go after the goals that may seem unattainable and knock them out of the park. And I know that because I live in a world where all of you are my peers, that this planet will always be strong. I know that the students in this crowd are going to save lives. I know that others are going to serve our country and risk their lives to defend our own. I know that some are going to pursue justice for the American people, and I know that others are going to continue to educate the youth to raise leaders for our future. Class of 2017, the diploma you receive today has your name on it. That is all. It does not tell you your path for the rest of your life, and it does not designate what you will do. There are zero restrictions on what you can achieve. If one day you wake up with an ambition and you think it is too far-fetched or out of your reach, I am telling you right now that it is not. Because this class is not made up of ordinary students. It is made up of warriors of our future. It is made up of innovators, of builders, of creators, of initiators for a better world tomorrow and every day after that. So that ambition, fuel it and turn it into a fire, and never let that fire die. Forever feed it with all of your goals and aspirations, because that ambition might just cure cancer. It might just find life on another planet, and it might just inspire another to follow their ambitions too. And that is how we create a world that is great. So class of 2017, keep the unity, keep the strength, keep dreaming, keep achieving, keep inspiring, and keep going, because this world needs you, and it needs you now. At the end of this ceremony, family members and friends are going to come up to you and ask the question, can you believe you're graduated? And I hope you will look back at them and with a tone of confidence and conviction state, I believe it, and not only can I believe it, but I know it. I am ready to take this world by storm and become the leader I was born to be. I know that success will follow each and every one of you, but first it is time to show the world who's boss. So get out there, prove yourself, and never stop conquering each ambition that crosses your mind. Congratulations, PVMHS Class of 2017. Your future awaits. Thank you.
Good evening, friends, family, Mayor Betancourt, Superintendent Levine, school committee members, Principal Buckley, other dignitaries and administrators, and most importantly, Peabody High School Class of 2017. Welcome to the night that, for most of us, seemed would never come. For so many of us here, tonight is the reward for countless sleepless nights, hundreds of hours of homework, and way too much time spent waiting in Lowell Street traffic. The 4 years that we spent in this lovely building truly did fly by, but I can confidently say that we are all proud of the legacy that we have left as a class. We have some of the most dedicated and intelligent people here tonight, and they should all be proud of what they have accomplished. Now, as much of us may be reluctant to admit it, the reason behind all of our accomplishments is the result of the way our parents and guardians have raised us. For me, I am fortunate enough to live in a home with two very caring and involved parents and one younger but not so little brother. Looking back on everything that I have done, I can't help but credit it all to my family and the way that I have been brought up. I always receive consistent support from them, no matter how many times I back into one of their cars in the driveway. For all of my life, my father has been there for me in any form that he can, such as a coach, leader, and for some odd reason, one of the best cornhole players I've ever seen. He also has never failed to be completely honest with me, one time telling me after a PBA basketball game in my freshman year, and I quote, "Will, you're not that good at basketball, but at least you get that and you don't go out there and embarrass yourself." To this day, I still don't know if that was a compliment or an insult, but nevertheless, his ability to be honest with me has had a positive impact on the person that I am today. I'm sure that everyone here tonight has had this kind of person in their life, and it is very important in helping to build our character. Now, for everyone sitting near my mother, I'm sorry for this next part, as she will probably start to cry. More than 18 years ago, my mother left her full-time job in Boston to start and raise a family, and what an amazing job she has done. Over this 18-year period, she has successfully raised two young boys and always given it her all, despite all of the never-ending stress and emotions that come with being a mother. So many of our mother figures make this same sacrifice, and it is what has helped us get us to where we are today. Lastly, there is my brother Eric, who for all of my life has unknowingly pushed me to be the best person I can be through our constant sibling rivalry match. The fact that he spends more time in the weight room in 1 week than I do in a year is a true testament to his dedication to being a student athlete. Even though he lost to Everett 2 years in a row in the second round of the playoffs, I still appreciate everything that he has done and that I can turn to him whenever I need it. For so many of us here tonight, having a sibling or a close friend like this is so important in seeking motivation to be the best person you can possibly be. We are all so fortunate to live in a city like ours that cares so much for the education and advancement of its youth. Across the school district, there are so many dedicated staff who sacrifice so much for their students, from Miss Sakalakis of the South School, who came out of her long-awaited retirement to teach for another year to ensure that no student would be lacking in their education, to Mr. McCabe and Mr. Mall of Higgins, who always provide creative and interactive ways to educate their students, to Mr. Mann of our own school, whose service to the nation's military and leadership role in organizing a motorcycle ride across country to raise $20,000 for a dog shelter in Arizona has given each and every one of us the keys we need to succeed. Unfortunately, this year we will also say goodbye to two of our most beloved faculty members, Mr. Sheridan, who has worked tirelessly for many years as our athletic director, and Mr. Hurton, who has been one of our finest teachers the school has to offer. We will deeply miss their service to us. Both Dr. Levine, Mayor Betancourt, and their predecessors have worked hard to build this school system to the great district that we are, and we are all so proud of the fantastic work that they have done for us. Lastly, as a class, you have been the greatest group of people to work with. This year alone, we raised well over $30,000 for our class, and we were able to hold a luau at Cologne's, host a dodgeball tournament, have our annual senior banquet at Spinelli's, where we saw our own Jake Doherty turn into a heavy metal star, and hold our prom at Boston's Park Plaza, which was attended by almost 500 students. These 4 years together have brought us all so close, and we will always be a family. I can honestly say that I will miss seeing all of you every day, while not as much of you may miss seeing me every day. And with that being said, farewell, class of 2017, and may all of our paths cross again. Thank you.
And it is my pleasure to introduce the Mayor of Peabody, Mayor Edward Betancourt, Jr.
Good evening. I just wanted to congratulate Rachel and Will on great speeches. That was excellent. I am honored to be here tonight at Peabody Veterans Memorial High School to honor the class of 2017 and wish them well as they embark upon the journey of their lives. I have gotten to know many members of this outstanding class, from hosting Student Government Day at City Hall to attending your wonderful concerts, plays, and musicals at various special events as part of your commitment to community service and through your many athletic achievements. Having gotten to know so many of you so well over the past few years, I am confident that the future is in excellent hands. I have been so impressed by your willingness to work hard, sacrifice for the greater good, serve your community, treat one another with dignity and respect, and conduct yourselves in a manner which makes all of us very proud of you. It is said that from those whom much is given, much is expected. As graduates of the class of 2017, you have been given a great deal. From your parents, you have been given unconditional love and support. From your teachers and administrators at Peabody schools, you have been given time, energy, direction, and caring. Living in this country at this time in history gives you access to extraordinary comfort and convenience, technology and medicine, opportunity and abundance. Last night at the convocation, I asked our graduates to take a moment and reflect on their own personal journeys that have brought them here tonight, and to take a moment to thank their parents, friends, and family members, and their teachers and coaches who have provided important love, support, and guidance during your journeys. Tonight, I ask each graduate to take a moment and think about where you want to go with your life, your goals, your hopes, your dreams. You will hear many words of advice in the weeks ahead. Important words like follow your dreams, which I absolutely agree with. But with all of that, all of the graduates need to know that all those goals or hopes or dreams that you may have and that you hold in your hearts can be achieved from right here at Peabody High School. And why do I say that? I say that because Peabody High School students who have in the past sat right where you are have gone on to achieve their dreams and accomplish wonderful, truly great things in life. I could speak for hours citing great accomplishments by Peabody High School graduates, Medal of Honor winners, Rhodes Scholars, military leaders, doctors, judges, business leaders, professional athletes and performers, as well as the thousands of others I could mention, who all started their journey sitting right where you are, a young man or woman with big dreams. Be true to yourself, follow those dreams, and know that you can make it happen. In closing, I say keep doing what you have been doing, class of 2017. Continue on the right path, and know that whatever your destiny holds, if you live by the values which have been instilled in you by your parents, family, teachers, coaches, and mentors, then yours will be a tremendous success story. Good luck, and go get 'em Tanners. Thank you.
And please join me in welcoming the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Herb Levine.
I too would like to congratulate Will and Rachel on, I've been doing this a long time. These are two of the best speeches I've ever heard. Good job. While I was sitting down, I realized that I have mismatched socks on. You know, life is about making decisions, kids. And the better decisions you make, the higher quality of life you'll have. One of the most important decisions that you'll make in life is determining who you allow to be close to you. So my suggestion to you is to make sure that as you go through life, that the only people that you bring in close are people of high character and morality, decency and dignity, integrity and honor. People who will care about you more than they care about themselves. People who you can trust. People who don't lie. People who aren't mean-spirited. I want to talk to you a second about being mean-spirited. I know that you guys are growing up in a world that I did not grow up in, and that is social media. Don't engage in that stuff with people who are mean and say terrible things on social media, anonymously. Don't do that. Find a ray of sunshine and pursue that. Pursue happiness. Compliment people. Bring somebody's life up to what yours is. Be nice. I know that sounds simple, but we need that in this world. So as you go through your lives, and you make the choices as to who you're going to trust and who you're going to be close to, I want to leave you with the words of a great American philosopher, singer, and songwriter, Jiminy Cricket from Walt Disney. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Reach for the stars, kids, and make this world a better place to be. Thank you.
Hey, Mom. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our own principal, Mr. Buckley.
Good afternoon. Mayor Betancourt, State Representative Walsh, Superintendent Levine, Assistant Superintendent Murtagh, school committee members, Ms. Dunn, Mr. Rosignol, Mr. Hockman, Mr. Amico, and Mr. Olympio. I'd also like to welcome the City Council members, Mr. Saslaw, Mr. Turco, Mr. Gravel, and Mr. Gould. Parents, faculty, friends, and of course, members of the class of 2017. Welcome to Peabody Veterans Memorial High School's class of 2017 graduation ceremony. I would like to take a moment, since we are Peabody Veterans Memorial High School, and ask if there are any members in the stands that are serving in the military currently or veterans to please stand. Please join me in a round of applause and thanking them for our service. Today, I also want to recognize 8 educators who are retiring at the end of this year. Dr. Gallant, Dr. Costa, Mrs. Morris, Mrs. Marchetti, Mr. Hurton, Ms. Steckel, Ms. Medo, and Mr. Sheridan. Their contributions over the years to the students of Peabody Veterans Memorial High School and the city of Peabody are beyond measure. This group represents over 200 years in education. I think that's a good thing. I may be a little crazy. Each one of them has contributed in so many different ways. They are the teachers who help students with mental health and anxiety issues, providing them with needed support. They also helped in preventing students from dropping out and not being here today. They provided refreshments and hors d'oeuvres at the events throughout the city for many years. They are also the teachers who went above and beyond the classroom, attending many of our out-of-school events, both proms, sporting events, and performing arts. They helped many struggling students pass the MCAS, and are the ones who coached countless students, always putting what's best for all athletes first. For these things and so much more, please join me again in a round of applause. Thank you for your dedication, and we wish you a happy and healthy retirement. So for the past 10 years, I've stood on this stage and looked out at the grandstand filled with parents, family, and friends of our graduates. And luckily, it's not raining on us. This is a moment in your life for the graduates and for everyone in the stands that you will always remember. Congratulations, class of 2017. Today, your 12 years in the Peabody Public Schools have come to an end. Graduation speeches offer words of hope and optimism to young men and women who are about to begin the next chapter in their lives. Your parents sent you to school to learn, but most importantly, they want you to find happiness. So my hope is that you will be happy in life. Put life in perspective. Remember, life is precious, and it can change very quickly. Embrace the challenges in your daily lives. Be sincere and loyal. Stop and take time to love and laugh. Be compassionate and display traits others will admire and strive to emulate. You have all worked very hard and have earned this moment. I wish you all health and happiness, and wherever life takes you, good luck, class of 2017.
The PVMHS Concert Band will now perform Liberty Bell, conducted by Mr. Jason Jones.
At this time, we would like to introduce the senior essayist, Spencer May.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Spencer May. Again, I'm the essayist for the class of 2017. I'm still trying to comprehend the fact that we're actually graduating today. It doesn't feel like it's been 4 years at all. This is by far the biggest speech I've ever given. My mom gave me the advice to picture someone naked, but it's not really working out. I'm kind of freaking out just thinking about it. Mayor Ted Betancourt, Superintendent Herb Levine, Assistant Superintendent Ms. Murtagh, Principal Buckley, Assistant Principal Ms. Manietis, city elected officials, deans, staff, parents, and distinguished guests, fellow brothers and sisters. It is of the highest honor to be in front of you all today. But before I make my speech, I thought I'd just like to thank a couple of people who helped me on my high school journey, people without whom I probably wouldn't have had this wonderful opportunity to talk to you all. First and foremost, thank you to my family, to May Squad, to my mom and dad, my two older sisters, Sarah and Sydney, to my twin brother, Stephen, who is a minute younger than me, though he forgets it at times. Thank you guys so much. This has been an awesome 4 years. You've shown me nothing but kindness and compassion, and I thank God every day for your support. So thank you, and I love you guys. Now, for those of you who don't know me, one of mine fell. Oh, well. I am probably the biggest math geek you will ever encounter. Some say that my math books are my best friends. Others claim that I'm slightly crazy because I have numbers that talk in my head. Now, those people, I like to quote Dr. Sheldon Cooper and say, I'm not insane. My mother had me tested. But I'd like to thank two teachers that I've had over my high school career who have helped me grow in the subjects that I love most in the STEM fields. Thank you to Mr. Brian Johnson and to Mr. Tom Picanso, for inspiring me and others to pursue careers in math and science, something that I think is very important in today's society. I'd like to recognize another teacher here. Although I've never been one of his students, Coach Rocha has taught me how to be a leader and how to care for others. And Coach Rocha, my three siblings and I could not have asked for a better role model to demonstrate values like integrity, respect, and honor, values that I know that we will carry on for the rest of our lives. So thank you, Coach, for making a difference in my life and the lives of many others, and keep doing what you're doing, Coach. To my friends, whether I felt like I was king of the world or just down in the dumps, you're all there to support me in my decisions, and you all stuck by my side no matter what, and I thank you all for that. Now, upon learning I had to speak today, one of the first things that I did was I just went on the internet and just looked up graduation speeches to get a feel of what to do. And a lot of them just gave long lists filled with pieces of advice. Now, I have to tell you, lists aren't really my style, not a big fan. So instead, what I have is just a single piece of advice. High school, to me, is about simply the transition from adolescence to adulthood. We all came in as young freshmen, teenagers, listening and taking directions from our parents, teachers, and coaches. And here we are today, leaving high school, going to college or wherever our paths may take us. And now it's not so much listening to them as much as it is listening to yourself, finding and trusting your own voice. And I think one of the best uses of these newly discovered voices is to stand up against authorities and institutions for what you think is morally and ethically right. Because if there's anything that I've learned over the past couple of months, authority is not always right. These leaders who authorities and judgments you've never questioned and have always accepted, these role models that you look up to, are not always who they seem. They may claim that their program is built on character and respect, but in reality possess neither. They may put their own agendas and priorities before defending simple yet important values, values such as leadership or character. And when you try to stand up for what's right, they may shun you. They may ignore you, simply because you think differently than them. And they may tell others to ignore you and to ostracize you. They may be deaf to your voice of reason and fairness. and may twist the truth to avoid justice and to protect themselves and others. Now, it's not easy standing up against the moral establishments. I've done it, and it's been one of the most difficult things I've had to do. You may stand up and fight with a knot in your stomach. And in the end, the result may not be what you want. But from my experience, I can tell you all, I can assure you all, that although you may walk out knowing that it wasn't easy, you will walk out knowing that it was necessary, and you will walk out knowing that it was right. And that, to me, is the greatest feeling in the world. That, to me, makes the fight worth fighting for. And so, class of 2017, with these challenges ahead of you, it is your job, it is your duty, it is your responsibility to firmly plant your feet in the ground and say, this is who I am, these are my values, and this is what I believe in. Now, I know you're all capable of this. I heard over 400 voices walking up and down the halls at PHS for the past 4 years. So just remember that at this particular moment, you are all adults. And with adulthood comes a single voice. Now, what you choose to do with that voice, that's up to you. Congratulations, class of 2017. You guys are an awesome bunch. Job well done.
Please welcome Anne Dominique Santa Cruz, the salutatorian of the class of 2017.
I'm pretty short. I'm not even 5 feet tall, so this is a little... Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2017. I'd like to begin by thanking family, friends, faculty, and everyone else who has supported us throughout our high school career. We could not have done it without you. Class of 2017. Today we gather together one last time before parting ways and walking down our own individual paths. As we begin the next chapter of our lives and chase after our goals, we will encounter many challenges along the way. No matter how tough any situation may be, always remember that nothing in life is ever easy, but every hardship in life is surmountable. As long as you have the right perspective and the will to never give up, you can overcome any challenge. With a positive perspective, any tough situation can seem less dreary, and with determination, there is no mountain you won't be able to climb. As students, one of our favorite topics of conversation is all the quirks of Peabody High. I know for the past 4 years, we've all complained about some strange trait our school has, but with the right perspective, it doesn't seem as bad. For example, we are all too familiar with the incredible range of temperatures inside the school building. We could be in the Sahara Desert in one classroom and chilling with the penguins of Antarctica in the next. But if you think about it, we have been trained to dress for all kinds of temperatures, so we're always prepared for anything, no matter where we go. And we all know about the scrambled room numbers. Who on earth can find a classroom in this building? However, if you get lost, there's no need to be scared. You have the skills to find your way because you've been navigating through the maze that is the halls of Peabody High for 4 straight years. I can't forget to mention our favorite quirk of all time, the locked bathrooms. Never have I seen more than one student bathroom open at one time in my 4 years here. Now, when you're in an important meeting or in the middle of a midterm, you don't need to be interrupted when nature calls because you've got a bladder made of steel. So you see, when you view situations in a more positive light, they seem less dismal and easier to overcome. Like your bladder, something else that must be steeled is your determination. If you have the will to never give up, you will always progress, and no challenge can ever strike fear into your heart. Someone once said that everyone is born as gemstones. It is just a matter of cutting and polishing that determines if they turn into beautiful gems or just common stones. So never back down from a challenge. Every surpassed challenge refines the gem. And do not be discouraged if the gem is dropped and broken. Do not render it worthless. Instead, consider that the cut of the gem, a unique design that makes it one of a kind. The more a gem is cut, the more it sparkles and the more beautiful it becomes. So know that every challenge you encounter polishes your gem, improving yourself, and never be afraid to fail because failure is what shapes your gem, shapes who you are. I wish you all the best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Be prepared because it won't always be a smooth ride, but as long as you have the right perspective and never surrender, you'll get to where you want to go. Face every challenge without fear, never feel failure, and become the rarest and most beautiful gem of all. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations once again to the class of 2017.
It is our honor to introduce the valedictorian of our class, Mackenzie Hery.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you to the families, teachers, administrators, elected dignitaries, and of course, Peabody High School's class of 2017 for being here today. I am honored to speak in front of all of you, and I want to thank each and every person who helped me reach this goal of mine. Before I start, I would like to acknowledge a very special person in my heart, as well as in the hearts of many others gathered here today. The class of 2017 was the last class that Mr. John Champy had as students. I myself was in Mr. Champy's second period English class freshman year. Sadly, Mr. Champy passed away while I had him as a teacher, but during the short time I knew him, he profoundly changed my life. So I would like to ask that we take a moment of silence to remember Mr. Champy and to appreciate everything he did for the Peabody High School community. Thank you. Today, as we say goodbye to Peabody High, I would actually like to talk about us. And by us, I mean the generation that the class of 2017 belongs to. For those of you who may not know, they call us Generation Z. This generation begins with those who are born in the year 1996 and after, and we are different than the preceding generation known as the millennials. There are two characteristics of our generation that I would like to address: our relationship with technology and our social views. These two characteristics set us apart from our parents and grandparents, allowing us to be our own distinct group who pushes boundaries and redefines social norms. Overall, our ability to be resourceful, accurate, and intuitive will make Generation Z the best generation yet. Our generation has grown up with technology, but it has also grown with us. It will only continue to progress as this generation of forward thinkers enters the workforce. Expectations of high school students are greater than they have ever been before, forcing us to multitask between clubs, sports, friends, jobs, family, and schoolwork. Having to juggle all of these priorities has molded us into a generation of planners who are always prepared for the next task. Our ability to plan ahead, but also to adapt to changing technology, will allow us to create the future that we foresee. So I have a couple questions for the crowd. What was the first thing you did this morning? And wait, don't say I brushed my teeth. What was the very first thing you did when you rolled over in the morning? You checked your phone. And what is going to be one of the first things you do when you leave here today? You'll most likely get out your phone, take some pictures, and then decide which ones are good enough to post. Now, our parents will probably post a bunch on Facebook right away, while most of us will post ours on Instagram. I point this out because I want to show how the older generations are beginning to look more like us. Facebook was originally created at a college, but became popular with teenagers, and now it seems as though our parents and grandparents are more active on it than we are. So rather than in the past, when the younger generations grow up to copy their elders, our elders are following in our footsteps. This is very important because it gives our generation the capability to change the way the world works, because we, the class of 2017, are paving the way to the future. Now, parents, don't panic. I know you may think that our obsession with our phones is a bad thing, but that's not the case. I believe that our unique experience with technology has allowed us to become the most accepting and global generation yet, which will undoubtedly propel the country and workplace into a period of growth and improvement. Our cell phones are our outlet to the rest of the world. Social media has allowed us to connect with those from all walks of life, which can be uplifting for those who feel as though they do not belong. They can turn to the internet to find a friend, or even to find a passion. And because of the vast reach of technology, there is more cultural unison across the world, allowing for more diversity and equality. Our social views are distinct from our parents and grandparents. We welcome differences, and we want to help those who need it. We were lucky enough to grow up in an improving society. For example, we will never remember a time when an African American had not yet been president. We have witnessed equality movements grow. We have witnessed love win with the legalization of same-sex marriage. All of these things have helped us become the most open-minded group of individuals yet. And it is our social views and our ability to use technology to the fullest that will allow our generation to change the world. So to the class of 2017, I challenge you to take this responsibility seriously. Stand up for what you believe in. Dare to step outside of the box. Embrace who you are, live freely, live happily. And remember always to love others and to love what you do. Because remember, we are setting an example for the older generations. The future belongs to us, and I cannot think of a better group of people than the class of 2017, as well as Generation Z as a whole, to hold this great responsibility. Thank you. At this time, the PVMHS Chorus and Chorale will perform May Our Paths Meet Again, conducted by Mr. Simmons.
On our way, may you always be my friend, as I am yours today. I know you must travel your road, as I must travel mine. But may our paths meet again sometime. May our paths meet again as we strive to reach our dreams. May your road be not as steep as it may sometimes seem. I know you must travel your road, as I must travel mine. But may our paths meet again sometime. May our paths meet again
I would like to introduce to you Principal Buckley and Kara Mertek, Assistant Superintendent, who will award the George Peabody Medals.
Thank you. Among our graduates are 8 distinguished members who are the 2017 recipients of the George Peabody Medal. This award is given each year to the top 8 students of the graduating class. As I call your name, please come forward. Ms. Murtagh will award you your George Peabody Medal. Number 8, Courtney Barrett. Number 7, James Russo. Number 6, Isabela, Valencia. Number 5, Samuel Neumann. Number 4, Katherine Scacchi. Number 3, Spencer May. Number 2, the salutatorian, Anne Dominique Santa Cruz. And the valedictorian of the class of 2017, Mackenzie Hery. Congratulations to all.
Conducted by Mr. Simmons, the PVMHS chorale will perform I Lived.
When you take that jump, you don't fear the fall. Hope when that water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, they're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. The only way you can know you're all you have. Hope that you don't suffer to take it. Oh, when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I hold every second, saw so many places, and oh, I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, they all add up. When that sun goes down, you raise your cup. I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. Until my moment comes, I'll say, I did it all. with it all. I owed every second, saw so many places, and oh, I swear I lived every broken road, with every broken bone, I swear I lived.
It is now the moment we have all been waiting for.
The presentations of diplomas by Principal Buckley and Assistant Principal Maniatis.
Mackenzie Hery. Dominique Santa Cruz. Spencer May. Katherine Scacchi. Samuel Neumann. Isabela Valencia. James Russo. Courtney Barrett. Marcelo Rocha. Ashley Royer. Justin Canuel. Nicholas McLaughlin. Stephen May. Rachel Gross. Raphael Gabriel. Samantha Semino. Colleen Guiney. Brian Bombassi. Katerina Betancourt. Connor McCarthy. Tyler Abreu. Yanisa Abreu. Jacqueline Alamonte. Katrina Elaine. Tevin Allen. Kylia Almeida. Alyssa Alprin. Rainer Alvarez. Brianna Amato. Lucas Amaral. Jillian Emerald. Sophia Anderley. Cameron Anderson. Amanda Andrews. Miriam Apasova. Taisha Aponte. Jay Arapi. Douglas Arujo. Madison Arrigo. Rebecca Aarons. Cassiana Augusto. Jonna Aylward. Joseph Bain. Sonia Backus. Matthew Ball. Spencer Barnes. Matthew Barr. Alexa Bousselet. Dea Bailary. Hannah Belanger. Emily Bellavance. Aaron Beneflu. Ariana Bernard. Alyssa Betancourt. Mia Betancourt. Dimitri Bedo. Reiner Bichiku. Ariana Blaisdell. Benjamin Blake. Jillian Bowles Malloy. Julia Boris. Emily Bouchard. Dante Boyd. Kirsten Bradley. Teresa Braley. Jason Brown. Christopher Bruno. Emma Bruzesi. Madeline Bunn. Wendy Burgess. Janissa Burgos. Josh Callahan. Ryan Kalnin. Benjamin Caputo. Diana Carboni. Stephen Carpenito. Nicole Caradano. Lindsay Karoka. Adam Charfy. Carlos Ches. Emily Christensen. Connor Christman. Sarah Simon. Christian Cipoletti. Brandy Sipperly. Miranda Clow. Benjamin Cohen. Lexington Cole. Taylor Colella. Jacqueline Colindres. Rosalind Collado. Tatiana Condi. Skyla Conigan. Patrick Connors. Patrick Conway. Kenneth Cormier. Connor Corrigan. Delaney Corson. Talia Costa. Mark Kudo. Mia Covino. Sean Cox. Kelly Crotty. Marisa Crovo. Tayana Cruz Prince. Luciano Cuevas. Edelina Kirkic. Janelle Dacey. Gabriel Damasino. Matthew D'Amato. Deandra De Silva. Natasha Da Silva. Jeffrey Davidson. Travis Daw. Rainer DeFreitas. Jenna DeLisi. Taylor DiMaggio. Alexandria DeMeo.
Gianna Denisco. Katrina Desalenis. Jake DeStefano. Andrew Dusnap. William Diesman. Dylan DiFilippo. Megan Danush. Jake Doherty. Samuel Do Nascimento. James Dorgan. Haley Doucette. Amy Drover. Todd Eddy. Jose Ingracio. Michael Espinola. Junior Estrella. Anthony Farisi. Joseph Farhat. Michael Fay. Sarah Feinstein. Pamela Fazzolari. Hortensia Felix. Tyler Ferragamo. Joyce Ferreira. Joseph Falkowski. Andrew Fisher. Anthony Fisher. Brianna Fitzgerald. Josh Foisey. Alex Fossa. Jacob Fournier. Laura Franca. Matthew French. Nicholas Gardner. Taylor Gaudet. Ryan Gaudet. Brianna Gaynor. Emily George. Christopher Gillen. Peter Gerard. Chloe GT. Laura Gordon. Samuel Gottsagen. Madison Govert. Kyle Govastis. Shannon Grafton. Melissa Gray. Christina Green. Bonnie Griffin. Kyle Griffin. Cedric Gutierrez. Philip Haley. Andrew Hamill. David Harnch. Ashley Henry. Dan Anthony Heredia. Joshua Hernandez. Lillian Hernandez. Harley Hitchman. Timothy Ho. Jace Hollandhead. Grace Hosman. Cody Hurley. Ennis Huskin. Desiree Hussey. Anthony Iannuzzi. Lexi Njemi. Moise Irizarry. Eric Azidro. Devin Jacks. Timothy January. Riley Janes. Leanne Jensen. Olivia Jewett. Lucas Joquim. Christopher Jones. Chase Cafaro. Kester Cafaro. Ari Camusis. Kurt Kurai. Sinead Keddy. Alexi Kehoe. Hannah Kemp. Ali Khan. Gary Cola. Jessica Kraus. Alyssa Lake. Joseph Lander. Kylie Lavoie. Nicole Lavoie. Nicole LaBelle. Ethan LeBlanc. Matthew Lewis. Anthony Lizardo. Jade Lockhart. Cassandra Lazidis. Tori Lombard. Sony Sai Long. Yarissa Lopez. Lisbeth Lopez. Shireen Lewis. Sharon Lewis. Timothy MacDonald. Jacob McGregor. Drake Machado. Jonathan McCone. Patrick McGuire. Joseph Maldonado. Jessica Malvarosa. Cheyenne Manton. Taya Marquise. Michael Martinello. Victor Martinez. Jorge Martinez, Jr. Alexander Martins. Kevin Martins. Ashley McCarthy. James McCarthy IV. Madison McCarthy. Jillian McCormick. Eric McCoy. Chad McDonald, Jr. Aaron McDonald. Brian McGoldrick. Kennedy McKelvey. Shelby McKee. Sean McManus. Ramon Madrano. Jessica Melanson. Jason Mello. Robert Melvin. Francisco Mendoza, Jr. Nicholas Merriman. Christy Merdita. Amanda Molly. Brooke Moody. Dimitri Moran.
Annalise Moyano. Brandon Muse. Rachel Muse. Joseph Mulheron. Sean Mullins. Michael Murphy. Sean Murphy. Casey Muse. Collins Musica. Daniela Navarro. Haley Nicola. Rachel Noftel. Julia Nuzzo. Cody O'Brien. Madeline O'Connell. Algenis Olea. Joey Oliveri. Caroline O'Neill. Nicole O'Neill. Nene Onwagu. Vincent Orlando. Roberto Ortiz. Jessica Ostrowski. Nicholas Palma. Patrick Pang. Stephen Panzini. Andrea Papakostas. Kaylee Parsons. Jessica Padalano. Carla Patania. Marianne Paulino. Bailey Peacott. Hannah Pellizzaro. Esmeralda Pena. David Pence. Bianca Pepe. Gianna Porfido. Roberta Price. Stephen Prado. Bray Pritzker. Alyssa Pizzeni. Alyssa Raposo. Andrew Reynolds. Alyssa Rice. Zachary Rich. Scott Roshan. Shayla Rodriguez. Katiana Rosario. Tyler Rotundo. William Ryan. Rebecca Sabino. Aaron Saka. Robert Sacramone. Marlena Salvati. Alexis Sampaio. Aracelis Santana. Katherine Schrader. Samantha Scorio. Raven Sonatas. Maya Shapiro. Alyssa Shashadi. Christy Shakruti. Stephen Shope III. Amanda Silva. Shannon Silva. Tanya Silva. Warley Silva. Sophie Silverman. Xavier Siri. Daniel Smith. Victor Souza. Jonathan Starkey. Sky Steves. Brandon Stewart. Alyssa Sullivan. Casey Sullivan. Molly Tansey. Brandon Tebow. Taylor Ten. Dominic Terrazano. Caitlin Thibodeau Corey. Hunter Tefalt. Tony Ann Thompson. Amanda Thompson. Marissa Tisi. Brittany Titus. Felicia Titus. Jolie Todd. Caitlin Thomas Paul. Andrew Tran. Taylor Sapalis. Christina Tufo. Rachel Tazinski. Dana Vidala. Tajara Fasal. Carlos Daniel Vega. Christina Vega. Alexander Velez. Eric Viana. Taylor Vitri. Kevin Wall, Jr. Katherine Wallace. Alexis Walters. Stephanie Wango. Adam Welton. Linda Welton. Lauren Wolf. Jillian Ronkowski. Thananet Yang Yam. Ronald Zabala. Thomas Zalewski. Lexi Zammer. Salvatore Zaro. Joseph Zellen. Olivia Zenga. Jacob Zuli. President William DeMayo. President Rachel Ellis. Your Honor, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
I need my sweater now. It's getting a little chilly. Time to put the sweater on. Temperatures go up to 40 degrees.
Rachel and Will, want to stop right there? Please join your class co-presidents, Rachel and Will, by moving your tassel across the front from right to left, signifying your graduation. Many people have contributed to the successes of this year's senior class and tonight's graduation ceremony. I would like a round of applause to thank them all for their outstanding efforts. And again, I would like to congratulate the class of 2017 and wish you the best in all future endeavors. This concludes our ceremony. Please join our graduates in the field house. Thank you, and God bless America.